it, y'all. Kate is saying that she is ready to go to war with William. She feels like she was snubbed on National Women's Day. She feels like she was humiliated after William said, guess who's going on a royal tour? The bald one, not the mumbles. She feels like William humiliated her. She feels like he is not following through on their deal of separation, okay? She is basically planning to step on William's heels from whatever he has planned on doing, probably making him full of himself on his first overseas solo tour. I wonder if Rose is going to be there. However, they are saying that William is not taking this laying down. He has promised that if Kate puts a wrong foot forward, she will be out of the palace and back in her mama's house. And I'm not talking about the fact that she pretty much is living in Armor Hall. I'm talking about the fact that people are saying that William and Kate made some type of deal that they would largely live separate lives. William could live as a single. He could do what he wanted. And Kate would be able to enjoy the perks, in theory, of having the social status of being Kate Middleton and the next Queen of England. That was something to avoid a divorce. However, and they're saying that Kate's disappearance, and I do believe this, was a way for her to have a negotiation tactic because the Windsors thought that she could just be thrown away. Kate threw a temper tantrum, disappeared, played her cards right, and now William realizes, okay, well, I can't divorce somebody that has cancer, but I can live my own separate life. Okay, so cut to now, he's living his own life, and that includes Kate not being invited to the overseas trip. Now, what could Kate possibly do? Anything. Kate could come out with all 3 kids and show herself taking pictures, going to Tesco's. Let's be real. William's tour is going to be stupid and dumb. Anything Kate does is going to get our attention. However, William is said to have warned Kate that if she steps out of bounds, let's not forget that Camilla is waiting in the sidelines, waiting for Kate to mess up so she can put Rose in in Kate's place. Think about it. Charles bought down the monarchy for bringing Camilla around, right? And she still got crowned queen. Everybody had to be quiet and do what Charles said. William is like, okay, I had 3 cute kids. I want the same deal. And guess what? Kate is nowhere near as loved as Diana. She doesn't have the heart of the people. And William divorced her for whatever reason, waited a couple years, quietly dated, then popped back up dating all the time. He could be the next single king of England. Listen, I know William has a bunch of town folks to look after. He's busy slumlording it. I find it incredibly, incredibly funny that he's even in this situation right now. One person who loves the situation he is Harry. If you guys don't know, Meghan's cooking show just debuted top 10 in Netflix. That is huge. As much as and I don't even care if the cooking show is your speed or not. Not that I don't care, but you get what I'm saying. Just like Meghan announced that she's starting like a girl boss podcast. Maybe it'll be interesting. Maybe it won't. At the end of the day, I'm always going to root for Meghan because I root for anybody that exposes the royal family for being like the psychos that they are. But just hear me out. Harry is sitting good. They try to act like Meghan being in a top 10 of Netflix worldwide is not a big deal. It's number 7 in England, by the way. They act like it's not a big deal. It's huge. People have a lot of celebrity, a lot of clout. Big stars don't even debut in the top 10 of Netflix. The thing that they did for a cooking show, it's not even cooking, for a lifestyle show where you're just sitting around talking with your friends. This is huge. I think I will watch With Love with Meghan again. It's super, super huge. She also said that she is now doing her podcast. That is her last podcast, Archetypes, did amazingly. This is a lot for Meghan and Harry to be happy about. And as much as the royals keep raising the bar and acting like if Meghan and Harry don't get the best, the most, it was a failure. No, a failure is the fact of the king of England being booed. A failure is that even with millions of dollars, you cannot get hype. You cannot get people to care. And you're just making a fool of yourself. The failure is literally believing the gaslighting and the lies that your couriers tell you and think that it's true. But baby, Harry is here to say, baby, there's a lot of failures, but not this one. Listen to this. They said that Harry made a surprise appearance at Upfront Summit. Harry discussed when he made a speech. He sat for a Q&A session. And the biggest headline initially was that Harry joked about never being allowed to vote. Well, get this. There is a full video. And Harry actually made jokes about the fact that they asked him, what do you miss about the UK? And Harry's first thought is, living here for 5 years, it feels like home. Santa Barbara feels like home. Baby, Santa Barbara is home. You went from being your brother's bootlicker, who you had holes in your shoes and you lived in a cottage. They literally tried to make you into the next Princess Anne. The way Princess Anne lives in a little rundown shack with her dogs and her horses, and she's royalty, but she always dresses so shabby, and she's happy to do it. If you're happy to do it, you're happy to do it because she sees duty and honor. You literally wanted to do the same with Harry. The only thing is, Princess Anne made sure that her children could not be used as scapegoats. That's why she didn't give her children royal titles, because she said, you're not going to use my children for this. Cut to Harry. You thought Harry would do the same thing. And when Harry married a black woman, you said, you know what? We definitely going to do that. But this time we're going to run it up. Because unlike Princess Anne, we can make Meghan, we can make her into the most horrible thing. Anyway, Harry said, not with me. And he said he doesn't miss being it. He has more money, better house, cooler friends, and he doesn't have anybody playing mind games, manipulating him, and he can 100% focus on his family. Listen to this. He said, being British, I'm not going to say the weather. I guess the countryside is a big piece to that. And one of the reasons why we live in Santa Barbara, I'm not really a city person. I like to be out in space, a big sky above me. As a family, we're so happy here. The U.S. provides so much opportunity, and it's a safe space for us. He's also said about soccer, I've never been a big fan of soccer. Whoops, football. I think that was shade to William, because William has been going on and on and on about how he's obsessed with soccer. William, do you not have a country to run? Like, let it go. Anyway, right? Listen, at the end of the day, Harry is 100% happy with where he is in life. And the thing is, I don't think Kate can say that. I don't think William can say that. I don't think Charles can say that. I don't believe Camilla can say that. Well, actually, I take that back. I think Camilla is 100% happy about where she is in life right now, baby. She rode all the rides and slid down all the slides to actually get there. But honestly, what do you think about this whole thing? I'm happy Harry and Meghan are happy. I'm happy that Meghan's show is a success. I'm happy that her podcast is a success. It looks like 2025 is actually going to be Meghan's year. And good for her. I'm happy Archie and Lilibet are safe. And I am happy that William is now seeing that this monarchy he swears he's going to inherit, it's nothing but smoke and mirrors. It's nothing but que sera, sera, sera. Interestingly enough, there is... I noticed that since William announced that he's not going with Kate, the UK press has been talking a lot about, oh my God, remember when William and Kate split last time? I think they're pulling on William and Kate's chain. The only thing is, I don't think William cares. I think William wants us to know that he's not with Kate anymore. I think that's his plan. Interestingly enough, what do you hear about that theory about, I always thought that Kate hated being called Kate Middleton, and she wanted to be called Princess Catherine or Catherine of Wales, right? I get that. But hear me out. There's this theory out, and I do believe it, at the fact that even Kate Middleton is an act of defiance. See, Kate's mom invested a lot of money for her kids to climb up the social ladder. Kate ended up marrying the Prince of England. Am I into it? No. But if you are into that racist, white supremacist thing, I guess it's a great thing, right? You married at the top of the social ladder. By keeping her Middleton name, it cements that the Middletons have made a new line of power, a new bloodline of power, that as much as they try to poo-poo it, it is the bloodline linking to the future King of England. Hopefully one that will be more beloved than William. But what am I saying? By the time George gets old enough, the monarchy might be abolished. They're saying that William and Charles actually wanted Kate's name to just be Catherine of Wales or to be Catherine of Wales or to be Kate, because at the end of the day, they needed Kate and they want Kate to be completely absorbed and have her commoner family go away. What do you think of that? I actually think that there might be something to that. I'm interested to see. Why do I bring that up? Because they're saying that William put an ultimatum that Kate must start being called Catherine of Wales or Princess of Wales. She can no longer be called Kate Middleton, just like Diana could no longer be called Diana Spencer. It appears that William wants to completely cut Kate's family out of history. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.